Hi, welcome back. Okay, next video in the series of this rebuild of the 748 engine and just turn it into a race engine. Just wanted to explain the delay that I've got. Originally it was because I was waiting on some pistons, which nice spangly shiny SP pistons have turned up. Unfortunately, during the strip down I also noticed something else which may or may not show. Is the light is so bad. Just inside here I've got some pitting in the main journal on the crankshaft, which is not acceptable. This sort of pitting comes from when an engine has been sat in old oil for a long time, and as I said, you know, the chap I got it from said it had been sat there a good couple of years, and I've probably had it sat there for a corresponding period, although with the engine emptied of its oil. But crankshaft is damaged. It can be salvaged with oversized bearings and an undersized journal, but I don't want to do that in a race engine, so I've got a new crank, or a second-hand perfect condition crank turning up. So what I thought I'd do today is just take you through some of the improvements that we're going to be making to the engine. What I've got laid out here is the differences between current and future internals. And I'm going to just do a little bit of a weighing exercise. So going across, the first piece is the original flywheel setup is all here, all the components. That effectively will have the outer flywheel stripped off, lose all these nuts and bolts as well, bolts only. And this will be our flywheel in the engine. So all of this mass comes out of the engine. I've got the intermediate gear wheel is going to be replaced with a lightened one, and the gears are also cut down as well to make that even lighter. And then we've got a new primary drive set, which will be going in, again lightened off. And then the last piece is a new generator setup. So the old one's here, and you can see the new one at the back is substantially smaller. So what I thought would be a nice little exercise for this video is just to weigh these components up and see what saving we'll make out of the work as we finish it off. As you'll remember, I've already got lighter pulley wheels on there, and there's another set to go on the end of the intermediate shaft, and I've already saved about ½ kilo there in rotating mass. Okay, let's set up our scales, and we shall do a little bit of weighing exercise and see what we're going to save in this engine. Okay, first up is the existing primary wheel. You can see that that's coming in at a whopping 1.25 kilos. So we'll just write that down. The replacement setup is coming in at 1 kilo. The old primary drive, we probably won't see much weight improvement from this, so 0.62, and its replacement 0.48. The old intermediate gear drive, which is 0.46. The new replacement, which comes in at 0.32. Right, everything that is being removed from the flywheel setup and you'll see there that we're losing 1.7 kilos. So a substantial improvement on the rotating mass, removing all of that. The old electric rotor or generator rotor, which comes in at 0.82. The new one, which is substantially smaller, coming in at 0.48. The old generator stator, so this is a non-rotating element in the engine, so it's just pure weight saving, and that's 0.82. And the new setup, which actually technically has got a couple of extra bits on it, but hey ho, and that comes in at 0.68. The only bit that we've got left to do lightening wise internally is I'm just waiting on a oil pump drive wheel as well that will be lightened off. I'm due to collect that tomorrow, so I'll update that when I go to put it back in. The other thing that will be happening is I'll be getting the crank balanced and lightened if at all possible, so it'll definitely be balanced, but we'll see if we can get any weight removed out of it as well when it's with the dynamic balancing company, so we might get some marginal benefit out of that. The pistons, there is no difference really between the SP and the standard piston in terms of weight, because they're a drop-in component normally. So let's just have a look at the numbers and see where we're at in terms of savings. Okay, so what we've got here is the weights as taken of the as existing components, the weights of taken of the new components going in, the saving I've also made on the flywheel. So the total weight of the internal rotating and static parts that were existing were 3.97 kilos. The replacement parts are only 2.94 kilos. So there I've saved 1.03 kilos already. When you take off the flywheel, which was 1.7 or 1.73 to be precise. No, sorry, it was 1.7. I don't know why I've done that. Let's just correct that. What you get when you add those two together is a total saving within the engine of 2.73 kilos, which just over 2 kilos of that is rotating mass, which makes a huge difference in acceleration on the engine. So the engine revs up much quicker and is much more responsive, which is what we want in racing. So that was it for today. A nice quick short video just to give you an update on where we're at and what I'm waiting on. So when a new crank turns up, I'll be sending that away to get dynamically balanced and lightened. I'll have to re-shim the crank in the cases, but that's a necessary evil to make sure I've got it all right. And then we'll be into putting this all into the engine and finally getting this engine back together, and then hopefully soon make a start on actually building the bike. Once again, thanks for watching. Any questions or comments, please add them down below. Chuck us a like if you so feel so. Please share the video if you think it's worth watching. I'd really like to get the subscriber count up if I could, but thanks. Subscribe if you've not subscribed already, and see you in the future for the next video. All the best. Bye.